truck, small town America.
All right. Hey, thank you there, Barry Corbin, for that big intro. Yes, all right. It's Thursday, guys. Get in the truck. You can join us. Y'all don't forget Saturday, if you're in the Tyler, Texas area over at Liberty Hall, you'll be able to catch Memories with Barry Corbin, a night with Barry Corbin. Amazing deal. Grab your tickets. Make sure you go by there and see him. What an amazing show that he puts on. He just talks about his career, talks about all the stuff that he has done. And we have been just so blessed this year to have him get in the truck and be a part of Small Town America. And we want to thank you because we just continue to grow each and every week. More and more fans are getting in the truck with us, and we can't thank you enough. Merry Christmas. Got a Christmas shirt on because I won't be able to have a show before Christmas. So Merry Christmas to everybody out there. Welcome back home for everybody. I mean, we just got through with the National Finals Rodeo going on out there in Vegas. Big congratulations for a lot of our next generation cowboys and cowgirls who went out and competed in the junior finals here in the Texas area. They represented Texas well. Congratulations to you guys. And if you're just now getting in the truck and you're not quite sure what the National Finals Rodeo is, we cut a little video here, just kind of give you a history, because that's our job here, is to protect our history, preserve our heritage. And that's really kind of what we got involved in this past week, just getting in the truck and going and learning our history and our heritage here in just our local area. But National Finals Rodeo, let me play this little video, just catch us up to brief speed of where we are with the history of the National Finals. And then what we saw some legendary true cowboys. Kai Hamilton, coming from Australia, gets knocked out, then turns around. He rides two bulls with less than 24 hours, 85, 88. It just becomes a legend in the bull riding. Under that, we honored J.B. Mooney, who's retired. We saw arena records and team roping being broke. Seen some amazing barrel racing. I mean, just the 7 events for the National Finals was an amazing, amazing time. And then just to see our Western heritage take over Vegas, that is probably the most impressive thing. And we talk about cowboys, a dying breed. You just have to kind of get off the road a little bit. We're still out there. But to see everybody in the Western heritage come to Vegas and really basically took over Vegas, it was an amazing time. But let's go to this video here so you know what the National Finals really is.
Have you ever wondered how the National Finals Rodeo rose to its current status as the premier championship rodeo event in the United States? Well, settle in, because today, we're going on a journey through the history of this iconic event, its evolution, and its role in shaping the world of rodeo as we know it today. The story begins in the mid-20th century. In 1958, the National Finals Rodeo, or NFR for short, was born out of the need for a climactic event to crown the world champions in each of the rodeo's 7 events. From its humble beginnings in Dallas, Texas, the NFR quickly grew in popularity, and by 1964, it had outgrown its original venue. Looking for a new home, the NFR moved to Oklahoma City in 1965. This shift to the Midwest marked a significant turning point in the event's history, as it brought the rodeo closer to its roots in the ranching culture of the American West. The NFR continued to grow, and by the late 70s it was clear that a larger venue was needed once again. Enter Las Vegas, Nevada. In 1985, the NFR moved to the entertainment capital of the world, where it has been held ever since. The move to Las Vegas was significant in more ways than one. Not only did it provide a larger venue for the event, but it also brought the NFR to the forefront of popular culture. It was in Las Vegas that the NFR started to be televised nationally, allowing millions of viewers across the country to tune in and watch the world's best rodeo athletes compete for the coveted gold buckle. Each year, the NFR takes place over 10 days in December, and each night features a round of competition in each of the 7 rodeo events. The cowboys and cowgirls who compete in the NFR are the best of the best, having earned their spots through a rigorous season of competitions across the country. The NFR has seen many memorable moments over the years, from record-breaking performances to dramatic come-from-behind victories. But more than just a competition, the NFR is a celebration of the cowboy way of life, a showcase of the skills, courage, and determination that define the world of rodeo. In summary, the National Finals Rodeo has evolved from a small event in Dallas, Texas, to the premier championship rodeo event in the United States. Its move to Las Vegas in the mid-80s not only provided a larger venue, but also brought the event into the limelight of popular culture. Today, the NFR is more than just a competition. It's a celebration of the cowboy way of life and a testament to the enduring appeal of the rodeo. So, whether you're a seasoned rodeo fan or just discovering this exciting world, the NFR is an event that truly encapsulates the spirit of the American West. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Small Town America. Get in the truck. Small Town America.
I forgot that I put on some of our new ending trailer stuff on there. But yeah, the NFR, I'm telling you guys, for the Western Heritage, this is, that is the Super Bowl. That's the World Series for us. And man, to go down there in Vegas and just again to see the young cowboys and cowgirls, our next generation, the future of our sport, going down there and competing and representing. And man, I just encourage you, tune into the Cowboy Channel if you're wanting to stay up to current what's going on in the events of rodeo, and then to follow us here at Small Town America, because we're following the next generation. Cody Custer's got some schools coming out. He's already, if you go over to Cody Custer's page, you get to see all of his schools that he has already booked for 2024. You can jump in the truck with us every Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Catch world champion Scott Mendez at the Western Harvest Ministries as he does his sermons every Sunday morning. So a lot of connections, a lot of resources for the Western way of life and what we're doing. And we're hoping to have a big 2024 here. Just get in the truck with us and continue to share, like, subscribe. Go over to smalltown-america.org. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you're following along, because we're posting a lot of stuff on YouTube that we don't post out on our other social media stuff. But yeah, this is Thursday, kind of recapping where we've been this past week. We were over at Waterhouse. We did Crossroads and we did the movie set over there, but then was over here at Waterhouse right here in Weatherford, who was also doing a live nativity. Not a big, massive movie set, but more just bringing the community together. And these are the events we encourage you to get out there and get involved in and just get back out in your community. Man, we thank Pastor Neil and them over at Waterhouse for putting on this event and what they were doing just to get the community back together. They have a big candlelight service that's coming up here on Christmas Eve. I want to encourage you to go out to your churches. That's the Super Bowl for churches. You got Christmas and Easter. So it's a great time to go out, fellowship, get back involved in your church, be the light of the world. Let's see what Pastor Neil and them were doing over at Waterhouse. All right. Hey there, Small Town America. We are here at Waterhouse Church in Weatherford, Texas. Pastor Neil, what is going on here behind us here?
I don't know. I think we had a birth of a baby. I'm not sure. I think his name was Jesus or something like that. No, we have a live nativity. It's the second year you've done this, and it's just been awesome. It was so good. Last year, we decided to go and do it this year again, and then we added a couple other elements to it this year, and so it's just blowing up like crazy. It's been an awesome, awesome moment for people to come and hear the Christmas story read by an angel, which is, of course, one of our own people. But it's been a really good thing.
Right. Well, since COVID, everybody kind of went into that quarantine state. Mm-hmm. So having a big community event like this, how does it feel to actually see the community getting back out, coming together, and being able to tell this story?
Man, it's been really good to see the community come out to our events, and we did a trunk or treat. People came out for that, and then also, it's the Christmas season. People love to get out. We have animals. The kids get to see animals. And it's just good to see everybody out and just being friendly again, right?
Right. Just getting back out and getting back in the community. Okay, and so Christmas Eve's coming up. Mm-hmm. Light of the world.
Yes.
You are doing the big candlelight services. When and times and all of that, so people can come and get involved.
Awesome. Yeah, we're doing 3 Christmas services this year at 9, 10:30, and 12. And so come out to any one of those. There's going to be very very traditional with our approach. We have candlelight, we're taking communion. All the family's going to be in the sanctuary together. It's going to be an awesome time together. So we'd love to see you again at 9, 10:30, and 12 o'clock.
All right, and website so people want to come and check you out.
Waterhousechurch.com. Check us out on Facebook, YouTube, wherever you get your social media. We'd love to see you, and check out our podcast on any podcast platform.
All right, you know our motto, get in the truck.
Get in the truck.
That's right. Get out there and go to Waterhouse Church, 1010 South Bowie in Weatherford, Texas. Pastor Neil, all of them over there are amazing. Candlelight services going on. And then this is also, don't forget, go over to Small Town America, smalltown-org, smalltown-america-org. That's our website. Go over there into our shop and grab your copies of Prayers for Our Nation and take the pledge. 2 great books that I published to put my research notes and all that together, give you a little bit of history of the flag, the Pledge of Allegiance, and everything there, and then Prayers for Our Nation, which is really, really needed at this time. It's going to 2024. It's election season. So we need to be praying for our nation, praying for our leaders, and making sure that we're making wise choices. So go over there and grab those. Make sure that you're liking, sharing, subscribing to all the stuff that we're doing here at Small Town America. You don't want to miss one thing, any of the adventures. While you're over there, make sure you click on that flyer because we've got our campaign. We want to get you involved. You want to help us build the truck, help us preserve our heritage, protect our history. We have a lot of big events. We'd like to continue to grow here in 2024, but we can't do it without your support and your needs. If you'll click on that flyer, that'll take you over to our campaign on how you can help fuel the truck, or even if you want to get involved, we're still looking for sponsors here on the show to be a part of it. Love to have you and love to be making 2024 a great big year for us. So while we were over at Waterhouse, we ran into our good friend Christian Binney. You might remember. He is the writer composer of Fear No Evil from Washington's Armor. Great friend. He's the worship leader there at Waterhouse. And we've been talking about our Christmas traditions, kind of things going into Christmas, whether it's been from baking to decorating, but music. So we were talking music with him. And here's what he has to say and what they have going at Waterhouse coming up for Christmas Eve.
Right. Hey there, Small Town America. Y'all might remember Christian Binion, the singer-songwriter of Fear No Evil from Washington's Armor, but you're also the worship leader here at Waterhouse.
Yes, sir.
So, hey, here we are. You got your live nativity going on, music, the choir, and everything in the back. We're talking about, because Brenda Lee just hit the 65 years, hit #1 on the billboards, and I've noticed the traditional Christmas music. Is that something that you're seeing a lot more of here at the church?
It is. It's something that we're seeing a lot of. People are wanting to get back to that, to the original things that when you hear the Christmas song and you think of back in the day, those type of songs, the more traditional. We're doing "Hark the Herald Angels Sing" on Sunday morning or on Christmas Eve, and there's such rich heritage in these songs. They're theologically really awesome songs, and it talks about Jesus, our Emmanuel. God is with us, and so
and we're seeing a lot of that. Our job here is to preserve our heritage, and we're seeing a lot of that tradition, getting back to our traditional, getting back to our roots, getting back to the fabrics that made our nation great. We're starting to really see that, and I saw a lot of that when everybody was kind of shocked that here rocking around the Christmas tree went to #1, 65 years, and so, but we're seeing that. What is traditionally in your family, being a musician and all that, what's traditional music do you like to play?
We love Joy to the World. We love "Oh Come, Let Us Adore Him." That's a staple in our family. In Silent Night, of course, and "Oh Holy Night." All those old school standards, they're really awesome.
Right. Okay, so Sunday services, where can people go to if they want to check you out and come and see you?
They can come at 9 o'clock, 11, and 12. Our services here in Waterhouse, 1010 South Bowie in Weatherford, Texas. You guys come. It's going to be a traditional service, but we're going to worship the Lord, and it's going to be a great time. We're going to have all the kids in service with us together. We're going to do candlelight and communion. It's going to be a great time.
All right. Small Town America, our motto, get in the truck.
Get in the truck.
Right. So can't thank Christian Binion enough. That Waterhouse again too. It's about the community and getting the community together, and that's what's amazing when we go to these events. We just see the community coming together, fellowshipping together, having a great time with the kids and everything else. And Christian has been a great friend. And I told him that I would show this video one more time again too. It's Washington's Armor. In fact, if you go over to smalltown-america.org, click on the poster flyer on the page, you can actually watch Washington's Armor for free on Amazon right now. So you can go over there, smalltown-america.org, click on the Washington's Armor in our shop page, watch Washington's Armor for free, and then you'll be able to hear Christian's video. This is the video. The song was cut for the movie, but it also still has a meaning here today. That's right. So go over Waterhouse Christmas Eve. Be able to worship there with Christian Binion. Again, to smalltown-america.org. Hit that Washington's Armor bill. You'll be able to watch Washington's Armor for free over there on Amazon. And, prayers for our nation. Click on that. A lot of George Washington's prayers, and it's from being a co-creator on that film, Washington's Armor, when I really decided that we really have to protect our history. Didn't realize how much of our history has been lost until I started researching the life of George Washington. And that's kind of what we're doing here, is preserving our heritage. Talking with Christian and talking about traditional music and all of that. One of my favorite Christmas songs is Pretty Paper by Willie Nelson. Pretty paper, pretty ribbon. So, I just, that's been my song. And so, found out the true story about that from Willie saw a vendor when he was growing up here in Fort Worth. And I thought, man, I got to go over and figure out where this was and just kind of talk about it a little bit. But it turned into, again, to preserving our heritage, protecting our history, because I was totally blown away as I'm just researching Willie Nelson in his song. And it turned out there's a lot of history in Fort Worth. First, let's talk about Willie and why he did Pretty Paper.
Well, there was a guy in Fort Worth that I used to see every day when I'd go back and forth to work, and he was didn't have any, he lost his legs, and he was kind of like on roller skates. And he was selling, this was around the holidays, about this time of the year, and he was selling Christmas paper and Christmas pencils and anything he could sell to make a nickel. And it just kind of got to me, and I said, wait a minute, you know. So I wrote the song, Pretty Paper, Pretty Ribbons and Blue, Wrap Your Presents to Your Darling from You. And it turned out to be a pretty good song.
Right. So this happened in 1963 when Willie wrote the song for Roy Orbison. He later recorded it for himself. But it was while working here in Fort Worth. Leonard's department store took up like 7 different blocks in downtown Fort Worth. And so as I went over to find it, right now there's a museum, Leonard's Department Store Museum. It's on 200 Carroll Street, and it's just a little shop, not very big. But I had a chance to get in there and really kind of research a lot of that. And so the beauty of AI was able to take all of my notes, all my research, and throw it into AI and let it produce. This is what we came up with, just to give you a little bit of history of the city of Fort Worth, Leonard's department store. And then, well, let's watch this, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about the importance of protecting our history and preserving our heritage.
If you lived in Fort Worth or even in a neighboring county during the half-century from 1920 to 1970, you probably have memories of Leonard's department store, of riding its subway, of passing the 3 street vendors on the sidewalk outside the store, of exploring the store's seemingly endless departments, seeing kids throwing Hasbro hissy fits until parents let them ride the Santa's Rocket Express monorail in Toyland at Christmas. Leonard's called itself a one-stop shopping center. Hard to argue with that boast. Indeed, at Leonard's you could buy a piano, a petticoat, or a packet of pumpkin seeds, a fur coat, or a windmill. Leonard's made its own pasta and candy. It even had its own creamery to make dairy products. It roasted its own coffee, baked its own bread, put its own Leonard's brand on products, laundry detergent, refrigerators, freezers. You could smoke a Leonard's brand cigar while pushing a Leonard's brand lawnmower lubricated by Leonard's brand motor oil. The kingdom of Leonard's contained a beauty salon, a grocery department, an auto service department, a farm department. Leonard's even printed its own script as store currency. The store was a master of promotion. For example, it gave newcomers to town a welcome box containing a city map, a loaf of bread, a pound of coffee, and an egg separator. When a child was born in Fort Worth, the store sent the parents a welcome box that contained a baby rattle and a pair of baby shoes. The store sent the child a birthday card annually for the first 3 years and included a coupon for a free 8x10 photo at the store's studio. But the sprawling kingdom of commerce that we remember began humbly. Brothers John Marvin and Obadiah Paul Leonard were born in Cass County in northeast Texas. The boys were 5 and 1 years old respectively, in 1900. Father John was a farmer, but he and wife Emma Clementine briefly operated a small general store in Linden. In 1917, after the United States entered World War I, Marvin Leonard tried to enlist in the Army, but poor vision disqualified him. Instead, he joined the Red Cross and applied for a passport for England and France. But the war ended on November 11, 1918, before Leonard was sent overseas. Within days, Leonard moved to Fort Worth, beyond the sales territory of his mentor Gardner. In Fort Worth, Leonard bought the stock of a merchant who was going out of business. A month after the war ended, John Marvin Leonard on December 14, 1918, opened his own store at 111 North Houston, west of the courthouse, taking over the space of Texas Salvage and Storage. Leonard had learned his lessons. The store originally measured just 25 by 60 feet. In the top photo, Marvin is on the left wearing a white apron and holding a sack. In the bottom photo, Marvin is on the left with hand on hip. Behind him is Brother Green. Youngest brother Obadiah Paul joined John Marvin in 1919, and the store became Leonard Brothers. In 1920, Marvin and Obie were living above the By 1928, a Christmas ad featured Toyland with Daisy air rifles, roller skates, split reed doll cabs. The nearest thing to paradise for the youngsters. Brother Green also worked at the store but lived on Arlington Heights. In 1941, Leonard persuaded the United States Golf Association to hold the U.S. Open at Colonial. Leonard sold the club and course to members in 1942. The Santa's Rocket Express monorail in Toyland opened in 1949. By 1950, Leonard's had become Greater Leonard's. In 1953, Leonard's opened its sprawling parking lot along the river, where first the Enclave Battercake Flats and later the Barrio La Corte once stood. Shuttle buses carried shoppers to the store. Just in time for Christmas 1956, the store installed its Santa's Rocket Express monorail in Toyland. The 1960s brought more change. In 1960, Leonard's offered shoppers free rides on its Shopper Hopper. The M&O subway opened in 1963. The subway ran between the store and the Big Leonard's parking lot on the river. Obadiah bought Brother Marvin's interest in the store in 1965. And in 1967, 1 year shy of the store's golden anniversary, Charles Tandy bought Leonard's department store for $8.5 million. The store and its subway continued to operate under the Leonard name until 1974, when Tandy sold the store to Dillard's department stores. Later that year, Dillard's dropped the Leonard's name. The Leonard's buildings were demolished in May 1979. The M&O subway rolled on a while, making its last run on August 30th, 2002. The Leonard's Department Store Museum is located at 200 Carroll Street. Thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe to Small Town America.
Right, so Leonard's Department Store. We went on the search for Willie Nelson's Pretty Paper, and then I ran into the little corner, the little museum there. There's still a great little old burger place inside the museum. Still kind of set up the old school style stuff. But then I really got to do it because right now we are in a society where customer service, it drives me insane that I have to package my own stuff, do my own self-checkout with 19 people standing there watching me, wanting me to hurry up. Or I have to do that, and then my only option when I cash out is, do I want to give a tip for doing you want a tip for doing your job. We go back and we look at Leonard's, who started this. This was a mall before a mall. Right now, everybody's going to be gathering around on Christmas Eve. You're going to be watching the Christmas story. Dude, Santa back in the day, if you saw those pictures, he was scary. But everything that you see when Ralphie goes to the mall, that's what was happening at Leonard's. They were a mall before a mall. Coming in the monorail, there was only 26 locations across the United States that had a monorail. Leonard's in Fort Worth, Texas had one. Created the own subway. Shopper Hopper. Did you see pulling the Shopper Hopper with your tractor down the main streets of Fort Worth to make sure that the shoppers are getting to the store? These guys, the only thing I can compare them to, Buc-ee's, largest gas station, cleanest restrooms, and got a Bucky Beaver logo and everything. That's what Leonard's was doing way back in the day. They were a mall before a mall. They were a department store. They were putting their logos on everything. They were getting their tractor hooked up a deal. I'm going to drive you straight out here. The amazing fact that, hey, you're new to town, here's a welcome package with a loaf of bread. Your kids are being born, I'm going to give you a rattle. I'm going to give you some baby shoes, and I'm going to get you some pictures for the first 3 years. Man, where's our customer service gone? Where's our department stores? We talk about protecting our history, preserving our heritage, taking care of small business. Small business owners still do this. If you watch our show, you when we go and we visit with these small business owners and local business people, they still know that. They still do that, and they still strive for that. But you can tell buildings tore down. that huge department store took up 7 blocks of downtown Fort Worth. Now takes up probably a room as big as my studio here in the house. One room. That's the history that's left of Leonard's department store. This is really, really important. Why we have to preserve, protect our history, and preserve our heritage. And why we have to continue to educate, give wisdom to the next generation. We want the national finals and continue to be success, then we have to support this next generation coming up. Get behind them, support them, and do it. That's what we're doing here at Small Town America. You know, if you want us to continue to grow, go over to smalltown-america.org. Click on that Preserve Our Heritage flyer. Look at all the ways that you can help us good at. We got a lot of stuff coming up in 2024, and we want you to come and be a part of it. Protecting our heritage, that's what we're all about, is getting them there. In fact, when you go over to smalltown-america.org, I want you to click on the little almanac deal and pick up you a copy of the 2024 Farmer's Almanac, because we're going to dig into this each week on the show in 2024 for the new year. This was first published in 1792. Predicts the weather, time of farming, and we're going to dig into it. We're going to spend 2024 comparing it to our meteorologists today, our weatherman of today, and what the almanac, what God and our farmers and our agricultural people from 1792 to today, what they believed in, putting our hands in, putting our trust in God. Again, too, getting everything ready for Christmas and our Christmas traditions. Here's another little video, just kind of give you Merry Christmas. Christmas starts with Christ. That's what really this holiday is all about. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Hope you spend time with your families, friends, and just fellowship and love on one another.
Welcome to Small Town America, where we explore the delightful world of Christmas traditions. Today, we dive into the festive customs that make this time of year truly magical. The Christmas tree, adorned with beautiful ornaments and twinkling lights, is a centerpiece of the season. But did you know that this tradition dates back centuries? In fact, the first recorded use of a Christmas tree can be traced back to Germany in the 16th century. Music is another integral part of Christmas. Caroling, the joyful act of singing traditional songs door to door, brings together communities and spreads holiday cheer. From Silent Night to Jingle Bells, these timeless melodies evoke warm feelings of nostalgia. Gifting is intrinsic to Christmas, with loved ones exchanging presents as a symbol of love and appreciation. This tradition harkens back to biblical times, with the 3 wise men bringing gifts to the baby Jesus. Today, our acts of giving remind us of the importance of sharing joy during the festive season. Food plays a significant role during Christmas, as meals brim with special dishes and treats. From roast turkey to gingerbread cookies, each recipe carries its own tradition, often passed down through generations. These culinary delights evoke memories and create a sense of comfort and togetherness. Crafting and decorating are also cherished customs during the holidays. Building gingerbread houses or hanging handmade ornaments on the tree fosters creativity and family bonding. These DIY projects are an opportunity to express our unique traditions and add a personal touch to our holiday celebrations. For many, Christmas is a religious holiday, observed with humility and devotion. Attending midnight mass or a candlelit service brings communities together to celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. These religious traditions offer solace and reflection in the midst of the festive hustle and bustle. As we wrap up our exploration of festive Christmas traditions, we hope this video has brought holiday joy and inspiration. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe to Small Town America for more festive content. Merry Christmas!
Yeah, so make sure you get out to the church of your choice for candlelight service. Again, to get back out into the community and get involved in everything that's going on. Go over to smalltown-america.org, grab your copies of Prayers for the Nation, take the pledge, grab that copy of the Almanac so we can dig into it in 2024. Click on Washington's Armor. Help us out with our protecting our history, preserving our heritage, getting them in the truck with us each and every week and help us keep going and growing. And then too, before we get out of here, I've got a couple of minutes left. I don't want to take up a whole bunch of your time on Thursday because we're getting ready for the big weekend and Christmas and everything coming up. But we've been trying to help you out on the recipe end of things. ran across the Grinch Stole Christmas party dip. So here's a little video, and hopefully kind of watch down. You can write down what they're doing there. So this makes a holiday treat for you. right, there you go. A little Grinch stole Christmas party dip for you. Cool Whip, milk, powdered sugar, cream cheese. Whip all that stuff together. Throw some green food coloring in there. Sprinkles. Serve it with your Oreos, gingerbread, whatever you want to do it with. Merry Christmas to each and every one of you. Get in the truck. Happy New Year. All of that. I don't know if we'll get a live show in before the new year. Go over there and pick up your copies of the almanac, because when we come back, we are going to dig into that. Until we get you down the road, go over there, Small Town America, like, follow, subscribe. See ya.